Many years ago, the Clark family lived in Scotland, and they had a dream to travel to America with their 5 children. Mr. and Mrs. Clark worked hard, saved money, and eventually saved enough for the trip and obtained passports. The family also booked tickets to America on a brand new ocean liner. Everyone in the family was filled with excitement and anticipation for life in the Americas, expressing their joy and enthusiasm. However, just 7 days before their departure, their youngest son was bitten by a dog. The doctor stitched up the wound, but then placed a yellow paper on the Clarks' front door. Their family had to be quarantined for 14 days because there was a possibility that their son had contracted rabies. The family's dream shattered. They could no longer go to America as planned. The father cried in disappointment, cursing his son and cursing the misfortune that had befallen their family. 5 days later, tragic news spread throughout Scotland. The Titanic had sunk. The unsinkable ship had gone down, taking hundreds of lives to the ocean floor. The Clark family was supposed to be on that ship, but because their son was bitten by a dog, they were left behind in Scotland. When Mr. Clark heard the news, he hugged his son tightly, thanking him for saving the lives of their entire family. He also thanked the heavens for saving them, turning a misfortune into a blessing. Although we may not always understand everything, there is a reason for everything that happens. A young poet with exceptional talent, who had created numerous lyrical poems, found himself in distress. People simply did not enjoy reading his poetry. What could be the reason for this? The young poet never doubted his creative abilities. So, he sought advice from an old clockmaker, a friend of his father. Without saying a word, the old clockmaker led him to a small room, filled with a variety of exquisite clocks and timepieces. The young poet had never seen such clocks before. Some resembled animals, some could mimic bird calls, and some could play beautiful melodies. From a cabinet, the old man took out a small box and retrieved a particularly exquisite gold pocket watch. This watch was not only exquisitely crafted but also astonishingly capable of displaying the movements of stars, the tides of the sea, and accurately indicating the month and date. It was truly a magical watch, something unparalleled in the world. The poet was captivated by it. He was eager to purchase this treasure and inquired about its price. The old man smiled and simply asked for the poet's plain, ordinary watch in exchange for this treasure. The poet cherished his watch dearly, wearing it at all times during meals, walks, and even while sleeping. However, not long after, he returned to the old clockmaker, requesting to exchange back his original plain watch. Feigning surprise, the old clockmaker asked the poet why he was dissatisfied with such a precious timepiece. Regretfully, the young poet replied, "It does not tell time. A watch is meant to indicate time. What use is it if I cannot know the time while wearing it? Who would come to me asking about the movements of stars or the tides of the sea? This watch holds no practical value for me." With a slight smile, the old clockmaker placed the watch on the table, picked up the poet's collection of poems, and said meaningfully, "Young friend, let us strive to excel in our respective pursuits. Remember, strive to be of use to people." It was then that the poet had a sudden realization. The essence of life does not lie in what you do but in whether you can become a useful individual and take pride in your existence. He is a clothing business owner. After the big dog at home gave birth to puppies, he decided to sell some of them. 7 puppies were born in total, which seemed like a lot to keep. The children were obviously attracted by the wooden sign at his door that read "Puppies for Sale," so they all rushed in, begging the owner to let them see the puppies. The owner whistled, and the 7 fluffy puppies came running over, as if competing for a bone. One young boy's eyes fell on the last puppy running in the back. "Uncle, what's wrong with it?" "That puppy is limping, like it's injured." "Oh, it was born with a limp leg, so it can't run fast." The owner smiled at the boy, then pointed to the 6 healthy and lively puppies at his feet. "If you want to buy one, choose from these." "No, I want that one." The young boy ran over, picked up the disabled puppy, and took out about 5 or 6 coins from his pocket, placing them on the counter. "I'm not sure if this is enough. If you want this puppy, I'll give it to you for free. After all, it's disabled, and no one will buy it," the owner said, returning the coins. "No, I don't want you to give it for free." The boy seemed determined, then rolled up his pants leg and said, "Someone will definitely buy it because, like me, it is still useful." The owner noticed a metal brace hidden under the boy's pants leg. The world is full of imperfections, and only by accepting and appreciating them can we discover the beauty of life. Every life has unique value. We must respect and cherish every life, providing equal love and opportunities.